Yesterday, Bungie released episode Revenant, which brought along some new weapons and content for us to tackle. One of those weapons that Bungie brought along was the season pass exotic revenant. After playing around with this exotic for a little bit, I learned a combo that could potentially spawn in a ridiculous amount of heavy ammo, and I do believe that some teams might be running this combo in the upcoming Day 1 Vespers host dungeon race. So today, I wanted to talk about what this weapon does, what this combo is, and how to use it efficiently. So with that being said, I'm SniperKH, and let's hop in. So let's first start by what this exotic weapon does. At the time of this video's recording, there are other videos that go into further detail as to what this exotic does, so I won't linger on it for too long. A revenant is a primary grenade launcher that shares the same frame as Mountaintop, meaning that it fires a straight projectile amongst other things. Well, the importance of this exotic does not lie in the frame, but rather in the perks. The way this weapon functions is that when you get kills with the weapon, it will drop remnants on the ground, similar to what Thorn will drop when defeating an enemy. When you collect the remnant, it will charge a meter on the weapon known as Vestigial Alchemy. When this bar is charged at least 50% through, you can hold your reload key to spawn in a special ammo brick. And when the bar is fully charged, you can hold your reload key to spawn in a heavy ammo brick for you and your team. Now, this does sound pretty solid, but it begs the question, why do I think this exotic is going to be useful? Well, there is a combination you can do with this exotic that might allow you to spawn in a ridiculous amount of heavy for you and your team, so let's get to that now. So, the combination that I am talking about is none other than Alethonim and Cenotaph Mask. For those that might need a refresher, Cenotaph Mask is an exotic warlock helmet that buffs trace rifles by allowing them to reload over time, but more importantly, will drop a special or heavy ammo brick when you mark a high tiered enemy. Now, the reason I am excited for this combo is because this will give your team an extra source of heavy ammo, as you can have a Cenotaph Warlock running the Alethonim grenade launcher and a trace rifle to further increase your heavy ammo generation. And with some additional cooking and planning, I was able to come up with a combat flow that you should be following in order to effectively use this strategy. So to use this strategy, you want to have your Cenotaph Warlock running a trace rifle in their special slot and have Alethonim in their primary slot. During the activity in which you're running, you'll want your Warlock to be getting kills with Alethonim to collect remnants to charge the heavy ammo meter. From using this weapon a bit, you can get remnants pretty easily, with it taking about 45 seconds or so to fill up the bar off of red bar enemies. Though it's worth noting that higher tiered enemies will grant more remnants. That being said, yellow bar enemies would be the highest tier I would recommend killing with this weapon, since you want to save higher tiered enemies for Cenotaph marking so that your team can land the final blow and get the heavy ammo from that target. So the combat flow I have envisioned for this setup would use Alethonim to get kills and generate remnants. Then when you come across a champion or ultra enemy, mark that target with Cenotaph and let your teammates get the kill so they can get the heavy ammo from that kill. Once your Vestigial Alchemy bar is fully charged, hold your reload bind to spawn a heavy ammo brick, then rinse and repeat. I do think this combo will be very useful, especially during the upcoming Vespers host dungeon race, which will happen on October 11th. I'd highly recommend having the Warlock of your team using this loadout, then having a spare loadout ready to go for damage, as I do believe this combo will be insane in the new dungeon and in Revenant in general. Well, that'll wrap up today's video. If you found it useful, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, and consider subscribing to the channel for more Destiny 2 content coming soon. If you'd like to come catch me live, then you can do so over at twitch.tv/SniperKH_, while I'll be live streaming the new episode and the new dungeon once it comes out. Otherwise, be sure to check out my social media platforms linked below to stay up to date with my content. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.